Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good day everyone, especially to our instructors, none other than Ma'am Rihan Kaludin Sabta, the LPT instructors. By the way, my name is Badsigan Ali M from BSL English 2B. And at this time, I am going to report from Module 6 entitled How Adam and Eva Create How Adam and Eve Created by God in the Eden. But before that, um, there is different belief regarding the creation of God to Adam and Eve and how they enter and exist to Eden. According to the book of Genesis, from chapter 2, verse number 15 to 18, it has been mentioned that the Lord God blessed the man in the Garden of Eden to tend and watch over it. But the Lord God warned him, "You may freely eat the fruit of every tree in the garden except the tree of the knowledge of God and evil. If you eat its fruit, you are sure to die." That is according to the book of Genesis. On the other side, you have two bases. First is the book of Genesis, and the second one is the book of the Holy Quran, the faith of all Muslims Ummah. It has been also mentioned in the Holy Quran that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to the angels, "I am going to create human being from clay." Okay, so let's start. In the creation of made of the Abrahamic religions, Adam and Eve were the first man and human created in this world. Adam and Eve were the first man and woman created. They are central to the belief that humanity is in essence a single family, with everyone descend from a single pair of original ancestors. Also, they provide us the basis for the doctrines of the fall of man and original sin that are important beliefs in Christianity. As mentioned in the book of Genesis, God created and designed that the man and the woman He created should live in this garden. So meaning to say, according to the book of Genesis, the Hebrew Bible, before Adam created, the first created was the Eden. So the main purpose of the God is to enter Adam from that garden. So in the book of Genesis of the Hebrew Bible, chapters 1 to 5, there are two creation narratives with two distinct perspectives. So the first perspectives is that Adam and Eve are not named. Instead, God created humankind in God's image and instructed them to multiply and to be stewards over everything else that God had made. In the second narrative, God fashions Adam from dust and placed him in the Garden of Eden. So, according to the book of the Holy Quran, as we mentioned a while ago, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran, when Lord Allah said to the angels, "I am going to create a human being from clay." So meaning to say, there is the similarities between the belief of Christians and the belief of our brothers and sisters in Islam's. Adam is created, came from dust or clay. Okay, so when Adam created by the God, according to the Genesis naman, when Adam created then he is alone. He is alone. Adam is alone. Then God said in the book of Genesis, it is not good for the man. God said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just right for him, and that is Eve. So, Eve is created from one of Adam's ribs. So, meaning to say, Eve is created, came from Adam's ribs. So, we can say that woman came from man. This is how implied from this book of Genesis. Then God was entered them in the garden, and also Adam and Eve told that they can eat freely of all the trees in the garden, except for a tree of the knowledge of God and evils. So they are innocent. Adam and Eve are innocent and unembarrassed about their nakedness. However, a serpent convinced Eve to eat fruit. So, serpent was convinced Eve to eat fruit from the forbidden tree. So, this act not only gives them additional knowledge, but it gives them the ability to conjure negative and destructive concepts such as shame and evil. So, God later curses the serpent and the ground, and God prophetically tells the woman and the man what will be the consequence of their sin of disobeying God. And then he banishes them from the Garden of Eden. So, the myth underwent extensive elaboration in later Abrahamic traditions, and it has been extensively analyzed by modern biblical scholars, interpretation and beliefs regarding Adam and Eve, and the story revolving around them vary across religious and sects. Like for example, the Islamic version of the story holds that Adam and Eve were equally responsible for their sins of hubris. Instead of Eve being the first one to be unfaithful, the story of Adam and Eve is often depicted in art, and it has had an important influence in literatures and poetry. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Wassalam.